The whole purpose of this is just to drag me to court, slander me in the media, make me spend money on lawyers, tie me up in litigation, restrict my movements, and that's all they're trying to do.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate will face no criminal charges over allegations made by multiple women who are suing him in a UK High Court civil case. The Crown Prosecution Service said today that the legal test to bring criminal charges had not been met in that case specifically.
So every single member of Parliament, Vice News, BBC, every single person who said they've spoken to my victims has spoken to one of these girls. And the CPS has just said that these girls don't even have enough evidence to allow me to be charged, proving that they were lying all along. I provided proof. I provided text message conversations that these girls are lying, and the case was thrown out.
Doesn't mean they can't continue, these four women, to continue the civil case against you. And it has no bearing, as we sit here, on the separate case brought against you by Bedfordshire Police, which the CPS announced separately in May, where it authorised 21 charges against you and Tristan, which included 10 against you relating to 3 alleged victims, including rape, actual bodily harm, human trafficking, and controlling prostitution for gain.
And the reason that's ongoing, unlike the other one from Hertfordshire Police, is because they won't tell me who these victims are. And they won't because they know I'll get it thrown out in a week.
You do hear stories like it, but it seems to me out of the norm, and is certainly significant today that the criminal prosecution against you by one of these 2 British police constabularies has now been dropped, leaving a civil case there.
Be in jail.
The case that you mention in Romania, which has to be resolved in totality before you can be extradited back to the UK to face these charges from Bedfordshire Police.
When the case is rejected in the preliminary chamber, it goes back on the prosecutor's desk and it can remain there for up to 10 years to basically be tried again at his discretion. But when he does send it back, that means it's 10 years before the British state can even attempt to extradite me. And then Cheto would come involved because the European court would have to get involved for why I was falsely imprisoned and I was locked up for 3 years, and they'd owe me about $100 million in false and lost income. And then there'd be a whole case around that all over the paper. And what do they have on me? Nothing. I'm cleaner than 99% of the people you walk past in the mall. Because if anyone else had their lives investigated to the level mine's been, you'd see a whole bunch of skeletons in their closet. I haven't done anything.